Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandy Hogg, and I'm the Health and Wellness Lead for Kentucky Valley Education Co-op and the ARI grant. So we're so excited to be here today. I want to introduce everybody. We have our teams here. We're waiting on Pike to bring in some more. Is that correct? They're coming. They're on their way upstairs, so we'll all get here. But this is a Health-a-Latcha, which is a mini health hackathon. So many of you all have participated. Our teams have participated in the MIT hackathon that we had in Somerset earlier. In fact, some of them won, which is awesome. So then we added a new one this year, which is a McGoffin team, and they're going to be working with us and learning a little bit more about a hackathon. So first of all, I want to do introductions so that we'll all get to know each other. Very informal day. It's going to be very informal, but we have to keep a good pace because of our time. There is, over there's a sign-in sheet. I want to make sure before the end of the day that everyone here signs in. If you're a guest in the audience watching, please sign in. Fran, you're supposed to be up here as a mentor. Fran's one of our mentors, so I'm going to put her up here on the spot. But make sure you sign in. There's also an agenda over there showing where you're supposed to be, what time you're supposed to be there, and it gives you a great idea of what's happening. Now, you will be able to go in and out of meetings all day long. Don't worry about that, just so that you go see some of the presentations when we have time for you to visit the presentations. So I would like to introduce my cohort over here. This is Jim and Lisa is not here. Lisa Garcia is, Jim Tackett is forward in the fifth. He also works with KVEC and works with me. Andrew's back there. He's our tech person, so he's in here checking everything out for us. And so we're all with KVEC. If you have any questions today and we have a blue shirt on, come to us, okay? And if you're a presenter or a student here, and you're presenting today, you are a presenter, so you get one of these t-shirts. So check downstairs and make sure that you get your t-shirt before the day's out. So we have mentors here today, and the reason we have mentors at this table up here is because they're here to help you. They have the knowledge that you need to make your presentation wonderful. Thank you all. Thank you very much, and we've got some more that's going to be coming in. Some of the teachers with the teams had to do another presentation, so they're going to be coming out in throughout the day to work with us. So, Jim, you want to come on over and tell them how the day is going to go?
Again, thanks for being here. One of the questions that I'll go ahead, if you don't have the answer, what wireless network or what network are we to use today? So, you are to use the KVEC network and Fire Summit as the password, all one lowercase and one word. So that will resolve one of your questions, I'm sure. Fire Summit. Sandy had asked me to briefly, for those of you, how many is this the first time that you've attended a Fire Summit? Okay. So the Fire Summit, basically, as you have looked at your agenda, there will be presentations going on all day long from teachers and from students regarding projects that they will be working on this current school year. So the way the day is set up, throughout the day, they will be providing 8 to 10 minute presentations in 7 different spots in the building. We're going to start as our session and asking each of you all to go out and attend and listen to a few of those presentations in the next couple minutes. What we would like for you to do is to listen to what's going on, the scope and breadth of what teachers are talking about, of what your peers and students are talking about in relation to innovation and in relation to addressing some of the issues that they see in the classroom or you see in your community or elsewhere. I'm sure most of you have seen the proposal that we sent to you prior to this meeting that you've been working on. But one of the things in that is a project summary, and it identifies 8 questions. And the first one being, what is your problem of practice? Our problem of practice in general today is looking at the looming opioid crisis that is impacting, or very shortly will impact, our schools and communities. And I'm not going to take time to go through the others, but these 8 questions are the same exact questions that our teachers and your peers are using to define and to explain their projects today. So as you go and listen to those sessions, listen for the answers or the pieces of this that they will be talking about. The results, they obviously will not have their results yet, but that is a piece that they will talk about in the spring when they come back. So we wanted you to basically follow the same process as our teachers and our other students have used over the last 3.5 years to define and develop your project in relation to the opioid crisis. So from that standpoint, if you would like a copy of this, we have copies you're welcome to take with you. And I would have a feeling that you'll refer back to those later today as you put finishing touches on your presentation. We will come back. Let me look at mine. We're going to come back in here at 11. So you are free to leave things in here if you want. There will be our staff will be in here, so if you don't want to lug everything around, that's fine. But we will come back reconvene in here at 11. So I would encourage you to take your program, look, if you haven't already, look at the couple sessions that you would like to listen to over the next 45 minutes. I will tell you that we'll be going in the middle of session A. There will be a short 5-minute break, and then session B will start. So as you move into those, be mindful that the presentations will probably be already going when you step into one of those sessions as well. We'll come back at 11, and then we'll begin working specifically on your projects that I know you've already started, but then we'll lay out the rest of the day of what it looks like for us. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, sir.
Specifically, where do we go now?
Okay. Specifically, did you grab? Okay. If you'll go back down in the main lobby, not on the arena floor, but in the main lobby, and grab a book. This will give you the breakdown of all of the sessions. We have 3 on this floor, ballroom B, A, and boardroom. And then we have sessions on the concourse on the next level. So you can go to any of those based on the topics and grade level. If you're interested in a particular grade level, we have early childhood all the way through high school. We also have some student presentations that are intermixed throughout the day, as well as some high schools and other schools that are working specifically on their ACT projects too. So take a gander, look at that, and if a title jumps out at you, I would encourage you to go listen. And if you're more interested in a certain age group, that's identified in your program as well. Other questions?
Did you identify what a hackathon is? Okay, just before you take off, Dr. Hawkins really wanted you all to go see some of the happenings that are going on in our schools. This is what today, so that when you start planning your solutions, you will have an idea of your presentation and how things are going. But what we started out with, how many of you know what a hackathon is? What are we doing today? You know? All of you know? We're hacking what? We're hacking the looming opioid crisis. So today we had the judge come here and talk about the degree of severity that we have a problem with it in this area and all across the United States. So now what's going to happen, you know the degree, and you've been doing some research on it and working on a solution. So we're looking to you, our teams and our communities, to find a solution. and give us some ideas on what we can do. Now, you have all kinds of thoughts running through your heads. Our students, in the MIT hack that we did earlier, they did apps. They came up with some apps. So, they're doing all kinds of things. And this panel of mentors here have some great thoughts. So utilize them. They're going to be walking around. Like I said, this day is for you to come up with a solution of what you can see happening in the future here. So go and enjoy and see what's going on in our schools, and then come back here at 11, and then we'll start working on our hackathon again, okay? Thank you all. Here are the questions, if anybody want to pick them up, about the 8 summary questions. So, and then I gave you, also we have agendas here that you can look at what happened in here and what time to be back here, okay? All righty. See you in the